Thanks for watching Crokinole Center, and we are very happy to be bringing you Crokinole. Once again, competitive Crokinole returns with the 2022 National Crokinole Association Players Championship, and we have the doubles preliminary round now. We'll bring you a few games from the preliminary action before we get to the playoffs here for this doubles competition. And in this match, we have a couple of familiar faces, Ray Beierling and Jason Beierling, facing off against Simon Dowrick and Mark Boot, who are new to the Crokinole Center channel, but if you watch the Tracy Boards channel, you've seen a lot of footage of these guys, so you know that they're strong players and currently giving the Beierlings a good fight. Jason Beierling just missing on that, what would have been a beautiful fall through 20 from a long distance. Oh, and Mark Boot just misses on the hanger 20 and gives a pretty easy one to Ray Beierling, who knocks it down. So an open 20 now to Dowrick. Ooh, and his just lips out. Beautiful roll away there for Jason Beierling, sticking his disc next to a peg. Boot going for the rebound 20. Oh, and he mixes in an extra peg in there, a little bit lucky. Ties up the 20 count. Pressure on Ray Beierling, and his shot bounces out. Ooh, Dowrick was going for the 20 there as well, and that leave could have been dangerous, but actually worked out okay. The Beierlings don't have a good opportunity here to go for a fall through 20. Yeah, and Jason Beierling just satisfied with a hit and I guess a little bit of a roll. So now Boot looking at a possible double opportunity here. Ooh, and he gets lucky. Hit a peg on the way in. Very fortunate to have struck a red disc. Ooh, and that's a bit of a mistake from Ray Beierling. That ricochet attempt rolled a little bit too far. I think he wanted to block the lane, and that's the lane that Dowrick takes to knock down that hanger 20. Some pressure on Jason Beierling here. Oh, and he misses. So now things looking pretty good for Dowrick and Boot, being up at 20 with the hammer. Boot looking to make it a 220 advantage here. Just misses on the 20, gets the takeout. The red disc sort of blocking the easy path here for Ray Beierling, so there may not be a takeout and a 20, but there might be one of the two. Yeah, settles for the touch 20. That keeps the Beierlings in it, a little bit anyway. See if Dowrick goes for the double takeout here. Just a single and a nice slide there, not really leaving an easy opportunity for Jason Beierling at all. And even if Jason Beierling makes a takeout 20, Boot will have an easy hit and stick in the 15 for the 2 points. So, I mean, that's a great fall through 20 from Jason Beierling, but just as we said there, Mark Boot hit and stick in the 15 for the 2 points. And he gets it. Nice shot there. A couple of great shots in that round as Dowrick and Boot take the first 2 points. So this preliminary round is just 4 rounds. Total of 8 points up for grabs. And then the teams will move on to the next board, their next opponents, as they try to get enough points to make the top 16. Top 16 teams out of 31 advance to the next portion of the event. Oh, and Boot ends up leaving another hanger 20 opportunity for Ray Beierling. This one's a heavy hanger, and Ray does not connect. What a mistake from Dowrick. Loses his shooter there. Open board, Jason Beierling. This time he makes the open 20. Boot shot is short. Ray Beierling makes the fall through 20. Beautiful. Jason misses, but onto the good side, leaving a fall through instead of a hanger here. But again, Mark Boot just leaving a lot of opportunities here for Ray Beierling. He hasn't made them all, but he's made a number of them. Oh, and that one is probably one of the easier ones that he unfortunately has left a pretty good shot here for Simon Dowrick, who takes it. Good response from Jason Beierling, keeping the 20 count tied. Couple of pressure shots here late in the second round. And Dowrick's shot lips out. Beierling's with the hammer. Nice slide, very nice slide out of the 15 circle. There for Jason Beierling, not leaving anything to work with for Mark Boot here. So he'll just go for the hit and hope that Dowrick will have a nice shot. Ray's gonna have to make the takeout to push the black disc through to the other side, but it's a great spot really to leave his red disc there. Just wasn't too much to worry about. He was probably gonna leave that red disc in a spot that there'd be no ricochet 20 attempt for Dowrick. I'm not quite sure what he was going for there. Maybe try to hide on Jason Beierling, but didn't get the takeout. So really not much to work with here for Boot. Need to get 2 off and a 20. To put some pressure on. Which is pretty much a near impossible shot. Although he's left it in kind of an interesting spot, but Ray Beierling just needs a touch on this black disc to win the round. And he makes the touch with a 20. Nice shot there to cap off the round for Ray Beierling as the Beierlings get those 2 points. Jason Beierling misses long there, but a nice lead in between the pegs. Boot just satisfied with the touch there and sort of moves the disc around. Maybe a little bit too much, a little bit too much movement there. Sometimes you can score a 20 for the opposition when you hit it with that much speed. And Ray, interesting strategy choice there, not trying to push into the middle. And Dowrick going for the touch 20 here. So maybe the Beierlings are acknowledging that Dowrick and Boot are a little bit more 20-centered in their strategy choices. So the Beierlings can sort of afford to be take a little bit less risk, knowing that maybe Dowrick and Boot might leave a couple opportunities for the Beierlings to score a 20 on a reply. So that's where we are now. Now, Dowrick's got a nice setup here to score a 20 here. Ray will try to screw that up. He tries to push the black disc in to push away the red disc that's sitting there, leaving a hanger 20, or at least a touch 20 opportunity for Simon Dowrick. You see he doesn't love it, not as nearly as much as some of the other hanger 20s he scored, but he still executes it perfectly. Takeout and the 20. So that's exactly the disc that Ray Beierling was trying to move on his shot, wasn't able to do it. And now again, Dowrick might have another chance for a 20 here. And so, again, Boot will try to hit his disc, leaving it in a spot that Ray Beierling can do nothing to screw up that nice setup there for Dowrick, and he's done a very good job there. Ray Beierling just wanted the takeout there, but he definitely wanted to remove that black disc. But Dowrick can't make them pay. Doesn't score the 20 there, so things are getting a little bit complicated on the board here. Advantage, though, still with Dowrick and Boot with the hammer, as well as the 20 edge. Jason Beierling trying to make the follow through, and he gets a little bit fortunate. The shooter bouncing off a peg and careening back into the 20 hole. So now things are getting really interesting here. Still, though, now this is where it's really crucial that Ray Beierling didn't get the takeout there on his previous shot, because Boot has a nice chance here, and it perfectly makes a double takeout, and now there's 2 black discs on the far side of the board, outside of the middle, so not many opportunities here for the Beierlings to try to force play back into the middle, try to score a 20 here, which they'll need to do since they don't have the hammer here. Jason Beierling misses on the follow through. Mark Boot again can stick to the easy disc that's sitting off to the side there, rolls it into the 10. And no offensive opportunities here for Ray Beierling, so his shot is purely trying to set up something for Jason on his shot. Now, Jason's got perhaps a ricochet 20 off one of those black discs, and then Ray actually, curiously, I would say, takes it away. I think Jason had a chance to maybe go for a ricochet 20 there, but Ray actually knocks that disc off the board, so I don't think Jason really has much of a chance on anything that's left on the board right now. So I'm not really sure what Jason can really shoot for here. I think regardless of what the Beierlings do, they basically have left it in a spot that Dowrick and Boot should have a pretty reasonable takeout to win this round in these next couple shots without too much risk. They can stay to the outside. Don't even need to go for a double takeout here. Mark Boot just single takeout should do. Last chance. Does Ray Beierling have a ricochet here? No, the line wasn't there. And Dowrick makes the takeout. They got 15 on the board to the Beierlings 10. And Dowrick and Boot take the 2 points to go up 4-2. We don't have the full scores as the teams stand so far in this preliminary round, but we've seen some of the scores, and both teams will likely be in a nice shape that they should comfortably make the top 16 to advance to the next round, but scoring all the points here would give them a higher seed going into the round of 16 playoff. Ooh, and Ray Beierling goes right through the house there. Dowrick scores the 20, so they're up 2 now. Jason's just falls. Boot scores again. Ray Beierling finds the range this time. When Dowrick shot just a little bit short. Jason Beierling for the follow through, just a little bit to the left. Oh, and once again, Mark Boot leaves the hanger 20 opportunity for Ray Beierling. Can he knock it down this time? This time makes the 20, no takeout though. And Dowrick capitalizes, scoring another open 20 there. Jason Beierling, there was no line for a 20 there. He was just trying to bring it in the middle, which he does successfully. Boot gets a little bit lucky on the takeout there. Ray Beierling forced to go for the touch 20, doesn't fall though. And a nice rollout there from Dowrick, taking that disc out of harm's way. Good placement there from Boot. No ricochet 20 attempt for Ray Beierling. Has to go for the much harder follow through. Good push from Ray, but not aligned with the hole. And Dowrick makes the takeout that should secure the 2 points here. Jason Beierling would have to come up with a spectacular double and a 20 to tie this round. And he can't do it there. So Dowrick and Boot with a nice game there against the Beierlings. They will win this game by a score of 6 points to 2.